Hello everyone, welcome back to Storytime with Gemma. Today we'll be reading No Place Like Home by Ronojoy Ghosh. George never smiled. He never spoke to anyone. Oh my. In fact, George was quite the grump. George didn't even like ice cream. What? Everyone loves ice cream. And he definitely didn't like his house. I understand. It was much too small for him. Mm-hmm. The city was no place for a polar bear like George. It was crowded, and George didn't like crowds. Mm-mm. All George wanted was to go back home, but he had forgotten where home was. He knew the city didn't feel like home. Oh, maybe the jungle was home? Maybe. But he didn't like sleeping in trees. George tried living on a mountain, but he didn't like heights. They scared him. Maybe the desert was home. No, the desert was too hot and it made George thirsty. What about the sea? The sea was better. George liked being in the water. Splash, splash. But sometimes the sea made him nervous. The sea wasn't home. George rose sadly for days and days until he came to a strange white land. Ooh, George liked this place. It was cold and covered with ice as far as he could see. George wasn't grumpy anymore. After all his travel, he was sure of one thing. There is no place like home. Mm-hmm. So true. The end. Thanks for tuning in to Storytime with Gemma. See you next time.